Hello friendly people of the internet, I am Hyper Super Sora and welcome back to Remembering Avatar, where I talk about the Avatar The Last Airbender episodes completely from my memory, then I watch the episode to see what I got wrong. Today we're tackling Sozin's Comet Part 3, Into the Inferno. And Into the Inferno is right, because this is where all the fighting starts to happen. Aang versus Ozai, Zuko versus Azula, Sokka versus the entire air fleet. Well, Zuko and Katara, but we'll get to that. And Toph, Suki, and Sokka taking down the air fleet. Hell, even the White Lotus gets a chip in and taking back Ba Sing Se. And they just have a little fight scene where it shows Zhang Hong flying, and Bumi playing Jenga with the tanks, and Master Pakku being utterly fucking useless. I guess Piandao's there. I think he had a better display of power than Pakku, really. And Iroh just burns a Fire Nation insignia to reveal the Earth Kingdom won. Anyway, this is the episode where Azula goes fucking mental. Banishes you thinking everyone's conspiring against her, to where her own hair conspires against her. Gives herself some split ends. Mwahaha. And thus is when she hallucinates her mother. Trust is for fools. Fear is the only way. No, Azula. I love you. I do. To which she smashes the mirror. Coronation happens. Zuko interrupt. Commence Agni Kai. And it's almost somber. Like it's sad that this fight scene is happening. Zuko takes her on alone. Katara's just like, are you fucking nuts? Iroh said he needed help. I know, but something seems off about her. She's got split ends now. I can win this! Fight happens. She's again, whoa, whoa, whoa. Zuko baits her into using lightning. She does, but not on him. On Katara. He gets in the way, crosses it hard. He almost dies. And that's where his part ends. Now it's up to Katara to finish the rest, and she's at a disadvantage because Sozin Comet giving quite the bonus to fire type attacks. Sokka, Suki, and Toph go towards the blimp. Shit, they've already taken off. Well, where are they? They're right up there-ish. Complete faith in Sokka's ability to point. Get on a blimp, able to take down the crew leading it. Thank you, Toph, for metal bending. Although I have to wonder how fucking hot it was in there, considering fire heats up metal and Sozin Comet boost. Well, maybe it wasn't Sozin Comet boost yet, but it was damn close. If we're quoting Toph from Legend of Korra, yeah, it was hot. I was on a blimp. And I think a giant turtle showed up. Beforehand, yes. Yeah, Sokka's plan is just capture one of the blimps, which he manages to get by telling all the crew that they're celebrating a birthday party. I can't believe it, the captain finally remembered my birthday! Wah! Drops him into the ocean. Happy birthday. Probably the best birthday gift he could have gotten. Literally plunging into the sea below to not commit genocide. Good. And Sokka's plan is literally just ram one of the blimps into the rust until eventually the entire fleet is taken down. And I think this episode ends with him and Toph dangling from the edge of one, with Sokka having a broken leg and losing both Space Sword and Boomerang. We're going to have to find those. I want a comic where Sokka finds his damn sword and Boomerang. That is it. Fuck Zuko's mom. Fuck repopulating the Airbender. Fuck the war ending. I need to find that damn sword and Boomerang. Anyway, Ozai versus Aang. Aang first stops the first blimp that Ozai is on with some earthbending, tries to reason with him. That ain't gonna fucking work, Aang. Thus, fight scene commences. It gets to the point where Ozai starts shooting lightning at Aang and he redirects it. And Ozai's face is just like sheer awe. It's just like, holy shit. Realizing only one of two people could have taught him that attack. Iroh, which, possible, or Zuko, which did happen. So the fact that it's just like, holy shit, my son did something. And Aang points it at Ozai, ready to kill him. Then he points it away. Oh well. Thus, Sozai goes on the offensive again. Eventually, it's just like, okay, lightning's out of the question. Don't do that again. And Aang's with Aang in an Earth sphere as Ozai just fucking unleashes fire blast after fire blast as trying to break him out of it. And that's where the episode ends. So I've probably gotten a lot wrong about this episode, but fuck it, let's just watch it and see how it happens. Okay, so just got done watching the episode and fuck, that's great. I love this shit. They said, well, 11. 11 isn't as far as we go. We go the fucking 9 yards. We go to fucking 20. Little details I'd like to point out. I love the sound of the fire when Sozin Comet comes out. That fucking blare, that blast. That sound effect makes me go, oh yes, that is powerful. And using all the bendings against the fight against Ozai. By the way, I'll address where I was wrong. 1. Iroh did not burn down the insignia yet. They are still fighting. The Order of the White Lotus is still fighting. And Sokka's plot ends with him, Toph, and Suki getting separated. Suki is no longer part of them. They're on another blimp, they're ready, and Suki is gone missing. Well, she's going down with the ship. I'm alright, continue the mission! But yeah, Zuko using everything he learned against the somber fight against Azula. She's slipping. Yeah, of course she's slipping. She's letting her... You're letting her do all the attacking while you're just standing there waiting. Zuko's losing all the bending philosophies in this fight against Azula. Particularly with air and earth. And again with water when lightning redirection comes into play. He is a stonewall defensive person. He's avoiding the attacks. He is not just aggress. Hell, he's even using Zhao's handcuff technique. His breakdance kick, he has learned, he is basically a second Avatar. And that fight is an emotional payoff of the entire show. Yeah, Aang vs. Ozai is this big climactic fight. Imagine where Zuko. Imagine where Goku and Vegeta had their first fight. It's like that, except there's more water around. Yeah, it's the big bombastic climax, but let's face it, Aang and Ozai have never met. They don't have any history. Ozai is just basically the mustache-twirling villain. To be fair, he's very good at that role. He's an unstoppable force, and Aang's trying his best to figure out a way to stop him without killing him. And, well, it's not really going too well since he's mostly playing on defense. And again, he is wrapped up in the ball of earth at the end of the episode. If I was in Aang's shoes, I would probably just tunnel down, have the rock ball up there, tunnel down, then go behind them and try to attack. But I would probably also kill Ozai, so... Aang's not. Alright. This episode is great. What the fuck else do you want me to say? This is great, and I want to watch the fucking finale. Anyway, let me look over my notes and see if there's anything I want to say. Okay, 2 things for when Toph, Suki, and Sokka were taking down the airship. Toph does this metal armor thing, not completely unheard of, but the thing that did interest me was her fucking Spider-Manning on the ceiling. I thought that was funny. That fight scene was cool and all, but also, Sokka didn't know Aang was going to show up. So, for all intents and purposes, Sokka was going to try himself to take down the Fire Lord. Which, to be fair, I'd fucking love for him to do. I've made it no secret that Sokka has basically been the MVP throughout my entire rewatch of the show. And while it still is true, Aang is the main protagonist and he's going to get the final shot on Ozai. And now that I think about it later, I'll talk about it at the end of the show. But, yeah, Sokka was ready to try his best to take down the Fire Lord. And when he saw Aang was back, he's just like, alright, plan B, rest of the ships. His plan? They get separated. And that's where it ends for him. Zuko almost dies. That's where it ends for him. Aang is trapped in his little earth bubble. That's where the episode ends for him. My God, where is part 4? A little thing to go back with Zuko and Azula's fight. I'm sorry it had to end this way, brother. No, you're not. Really a somber fight, but man, I can't talk about all the shit without talking about next episode. This episode is great, but it ends on that cliffhanger of everybody. Sokka and Toph, Suki, they're all in danger. They got separated. Zuko's almost dead, and Katara has to face down a crazy fucking Azula powered up by Sozin's Comet. Aang is literally facing down the most powerful firebender, and he's literally a sitting fucking duck. This is amazing. It's beautiful, amazing. Suki even makes the comet. The comet looks so beautiful. Well, shame the Fire Lord's gonna use it to literally kill everybody. It is so wonderful. The orchestra, the beauty of this, the sky, the orange of the sky, the sound of the fire effects, the somber music playing between Zuko and Azula's fight. This is, in my opinion, a perfect finale. And you will not change my mind. I don't want to keep talking about this episode. I want to watch the next one. What'd you guys think of Sozin's Comet Part 3, Into the Inferno? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. And subscribe for... No, Momo. You can't get involved in the fight. I want to do a handicap run. Love this episode. Love the show. And don't forget to hit the little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Till next time, Hyper Superstar. Sayonara.